A real education enables you to know how and when to apply what you have learned in situations that you've never encountered before. And in other words, the best schooling prepares you to be wise, to be able to know what to do in situations that you've never encountered before.
What makes PBL special at GIA?
There are really two things that make project-based learning at GIA Micro Lab unique. We have a fully interdisciplinary approach, which means that we integrate the core subjects of maths, English, science, social studies, and computer science in every single project.
One of the main goals of PBL is student voice and agency in their learning. And I think there's a danger, especially in computer science, of prescribing so much because we want them to get good at coding, so to speak, right? And there's enough that they can memorize, but to a certain point, it loses all meaning. And so if the students can take charge and take control of that learning, then they can find their own meaning. And once they've done that, then everything that they see is going to be learned and remembered.
Well, I think globally there's been a shift from teacher-centered learning to student-centered learning. And I think that's one of the biggest parts of PBL. Teachers aren't simply instructing, they're becoming facilitators of learning. They're teaching children how to gain knowledge, not just from memorization, but from curiosity. And I think it also allows students to have autonomy and their own voice. And that's what creates a love of learning. You know, that's why I love learning. That's why I became a teacher, is because I'm a curious person. I like to learn, and I want my students to learn as well. And I want them to have their own voice.
The teacher itself doesn't just learn and then just write that down and memorize it, but then they themselves discusses those concepts. And I think that's a really big strategy and power to actually improve your own, and make a really big improvement out of it.
And for me, it comes back to three essential questions. What are we educating? How are we educating? And why are we educating? And under the what of education, what is it that students are wrestling with day to day?